Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, completely disoriented? You reach for your phone to check the time, but before you even look at the screen, a feeling washes over you, a sense of urgency, or perhaps a profound peace that doesn't quite match the chaos of your morning routine. We spend so much of our lives trying to control what happens during the day. We plan our schedules, we manage our finances, we curate our social media feeds, and we try to predict the future based on data and logic. But when the sun goes down and the world goes quiet, something else takes over. Something ancient, something mysterious. For centuries, humanity has looked at dreams with a mixture of fear and fascination. We call them hallucinations. We call them neurological glitches. We tell ourselves they are random firings of neurons while we sleep. But what if that is only half the story? What if the science explains how it happens, but not why it matters so deeply to us? Today, I want to invite you to shift your perspective entirely. I want you to consider a possibility that changes everything. Your dreams are not random noise. They are messages, and they are coming from a very specific place. They are coming from your future self. Think about the last time you had a dream that felt incredibly vivid, like it was happening in real life. Maybe you were flying over a city you've never seen. Maybe you were running through a forest where the trees glowed with bioluminescence. Or maybe you were standing on a stage, speaking to thousands of people who were cheering for you. When you wake up, do you dismiss it? Do you tell yourself, that was just a dream? We are conditioned to treat dreams as fiction. But your subconscious mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination in the way your conscious mind does. When you are asleep, the filter that separates what is real from what is imagined dissolves. This is why your future self can reach through time. It's not magic. It's consciousness operating outside of linear constraints. Your brain is a time machine. While your body rests and repairs itself in the physical realm, your mind travels to where you are going. It visits the version of yourself that exists tomorrow, next year, or even 10 years from now. And why would they visit? Why would the future send information back to the present? Because there is a part of you that knows exactly what you need right now. There is a part of you that has already solved the problems you are currently facing. The anxiety about your career, your relationship struggles, the fear of making the wrong choice. Your future self has lived through those scenarios. They have seen the outcome, and they are trying to guide you gently and quietly while you sleep. They aren't trying to control you. They are trying to support you. They know that if you can just listen, even for a moment, you will find clarity in the chaos of your waking life. So, the next time you wake up with a lingering image or a strange emotion from a dream, don't brush it off. Don't let the morning rush wash it away before you've had a chance to process it. That feeling, that is your future self knocking on the door of your present moment. They are saying, I am here. I know what's coming, and I believe in you. Let's take this concept further and really meet this person, the future version of you. Who are they? Are they a wise mentor, a stern critic, or perhaps just a tired friend who wants to share some advice over coffee? The truth is, your future self is made of the same stuff as you right now. They have your memories, your fears, and yes, even your mistakes. But they also have your growth. They have the lessons that you are currently learning but haven't fully integrated yet. When you dream about being successful, it's not necessarily a prediction of wealth or fame. It is often a reflection of your inner desire for validation and worthiness. When you dream about failure, it isn't a curse. It is a rehearsal. Your future self is showing you what happens when you don't take care of yourself today. They are warning you that if you ignore this pain in your chest right now, or if you push away this person who loves you, the cost will be higher later. This creates a beautiful paradox. We often think we need to wait until we have more experience before we can make good decisions. But actually, the most experienced version of you is sleeping next to you tonight. They are holding all the answers you are desperately searching for in books and courses and therapy sessions. Imagine if you could talk to your future self right now. What would they say? Would they tell you to quit that job? To move across the country? To forgive someone who hurt you years ago? Or maybe they wouldn't give you a direct answer at all. Maybe they would just show you a scene where you are happy, and in that happiness you realize what was missing from your current life. This is the power of nonlinear time. We live our lives thinking we move forward one step at a time. But consciousness moves differently, connects dots across years instantly. When you have a sudden epiphany while driving to work, or when you feel an inexplicable pull toward a certain path, that is your future self aligning with your present reality. There is a concept in quantum physics called the observer effect, which suggests that observation changes reality. In a way, dreaming is the ultimate form of observation. When you dream about something, even if it's just a fleeting thought, you are planting a seed in the universe. You are telling the universe what matters to you. Your future self knows this. They know that by sending these messages through dreams, they are helping you align your actions with your soul's purpose. If you ignore them, nothing bad happens immediately. But if you listen, something shifts. The fog lifts. The path becomes clearer. You start making decisions that feel lighter, easier, and more aligned with who you truly want to be. So, how do we begin this relationship? How do we stop treating our dreams as background noise and start treating them as a dialogue? It starts with respect. It starts with the simple act of acknowledging that there is someone else in your mind who cares about your well-being more than anyone else could. That person is you, and they are waiting for you to wake up so they can help you build the life you deserve. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Okay, that sounds beautiful, but how do I actually interpret these messages? My dreams are usually just confusing. And you're right, dreams rarely come with a user manual. They don't speak in plain English. They speak in symbols, emotions, and metaphors. This is where the work begins. The goal isn't to become a psychic or to decode every single image perfectly. The goal is to tune into the frequency of your own intuition. Think of it like learning a new language. At first, the words don't make sense. But as you listen more often, patterns emerge. Let's talk about common symbols. If you dream about water, what does that mean? For some people, water represents emotions. A calm lake might suggest peace, while a stormy ocean could indicate turmoil in your relationships or inner state. If you dream about flying, it usually signifies freedom and a desire to rise above your current circumstances. It's not about literal flight. It's about emotional elevation. But here is the most important part. The meaning of a symbol depends entirely on you. A snake might represent danger to one person, but healing or transformation to another. You are the key to unlocking these messages. When you wake up with an image that sticks in your mind, ask yourself this question. How does this make me feel? The emotion is the message. If a dream leaves you feeling terrified, it's likely pointing to a fear you are suppressing in your waking life. If it leaves you feeling joyful, even if the scene was chaotic, it might be telling you that despite the messiness of your current situation, there is beauty and potential waiting for you. Your future self uses these symbols because they know exactly what resonates with your subconscious. They use imagery that bypasses your logical brain. The part that says, that's impossible or I can't do that. They speak directly to the heart. That is why a dream about being chased often feels more real than a conversation you had yesterday. It hits deeper because it speaks to survival instincts and core needs. Don't be afraid of scary dreams. In fact, embrace them. A nightmare is just your future self trying to protect you from something that could hurt you emotionally or physically if you aren't careful. It's a warning system. If you dream about losing teeth, it might not mean you will lose your teeth. It often means you are afraid of losing control or feeling powerless in some area of your life. The next time you have a vivid dream, try to capture the essence before you forget it. You don't need to write down every detail immediately. Just jot down one word that captures the feeling. Was it fear? Hope? Loneliness? Excitement? That single word is often more powerful than the entire narrative of the dream. And remember, symbols can change over time. A symbol that meant something to you 5 years ago might mean something different now as you grow and evolve. Your future self adapts with you. They are not static. They are dynamic. They are growing alongside you, learning from your experiences, and refining their guidance based on how far you've come. So, treat your dreams like a journal entry from the future. Read it with curiosity, not judgment. Ask yourself what advice that scene would give you if it were a letter written to you today. What would they tell you to stop doing? What would they encourage you to start? The answers might surprise you, but more importantly, they will comfort you. Because deep down, you know that no matter how hard things get right now, there is always a version of you who made it through. And that version is writing the story for you while you sleep. We've talked about the mystery and the meaning behind dreams. But what does this actually look like in your daily life? How do we turn these nightly broadcasts into a blueprint for living? It requires intentionality. It requires you to bridge the gap between the dream world and the waking world. The first step is consistency. You cannot expect to hear messages if you are constantly ignoring them during the day. If you spend all your energy worrying about what others think, or stressing over bills, or replaying arguments from yesterday, there is no bandwidth left for your future self to connect with you. Start by creating a ritual of presence. When you wake up in the morning, before you check your phone, take 3 deep breaths. Ask yourself, what did I feel when I woke up? Was it heavy, light, anxious, peaceful? That feeling is often the residue of the night's messages. Acknowledge it. Thank your future self for showing up. Secondly, look for patterns in your waking life that mirror your dreams. Have you been dreaming about being lost in a maze lately? Look at your schedule. Are you feeling overwhelmed by choices or responsibilities? Your dream is reflecting your internal state of confusion. The solution isn't to solve the maze. It's to slow down and find the center. Have you been dreaming about water flooding your house? Check your boundaries. Are you letting too much in from outside sources, work, social media, other people's expectations? You need to build a dam, not just open the floodgates wider. Your future self is showing you where your energy leaks are so you can stop the drain. Thirdly, use dream insights as decision-making tools. If you have a recurring theme of being on stage and performing well, maybe it's time to share your voice more in your career or relationships. If you keep dreaming about running away from something, ask yourself what obligation or commitment is weighing you down so heavily that you feel the need to escape. This isn't about predicting the future. It's about preparing for it. When you align your actions with the guidance of your dreams, you stop fighting against the current of life. You start swimming with it. Decisions become easier because they feel intuitive rather than forced. Opportunities appear that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise because you are vibrating at a frequency of readiness. And here is the most powerful part. When you trust your dreams, you begin to trust yourself. You realize that you don't need external validation to know what's right for you. The wisdom was always inside you. It just needed a quiet moment to surface. By listening to these messages, you are reclaiming your power. You are taking responsibility for your own growth and happiness without waiting for someone else to tell you how to live. Your future self is not separate from you. They are the culmination of every choice you make today. Every time you choose kindness over anger, courage over fear, or rest over burnout, you are building that future version stronger. So when they send a message through a dream, know that it's an investment in your own potential. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to hold on to one simple truth. You are never alone. Even in the darkest moments, even when you feel completely isolated or misunderstood, there is a companion traveling with you through time. That companion is your future self. They are watching over you, loving you, and guiding you home. Dreams are not just random electrical impulses. They are love letters from tomorrow to today. They are reminders that you are capable of more than you think. They are proof that there is a plan for your life, even if the details aren't written out yet. So tonight, when you lay your head down on your pillow, close your eyes not just to sleep, but to listen. Invite your future self in. Say it out loud or in your heart. I am ready to hear what you have to say. And then let go. Let the silence fill the room. Let the connection happen. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, I challenge you to pause for just 10 seconds before getting out of bed. Ask yourself, what did my future self want me to know? You might not get a clear answer immediately. That's okay. The message is often in the feeling, not the words. But that small moment of connection will change your day. It will shift your energy from reactive to responsive. Remember, you are the author of your story, but you don't have to write every chapter alone. You have a co-author who has already finished the book and is eager to help you understand the plot twists along the way. Trust them, trust yourself, and trust that whatever comes next is exactly what you need to learn how to handle it. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for opening your mind to the possibility of a deeper connection within yourself. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Maybe they are struggling right now and don't know that their future self is already cheering them on from behind the scenes. Keep dreaming, keep listening, and keep believing in the infinite potential of your own life. Because the best version of you is not waiting for tomorrow. They are sleeping next to you tonight, ready to wake up with you, and ready to help you build a world where you can truly thrive. Until next time, dream big, live boldly, and know that you are always loved by the person who comes after you.